Hello, hello, hello. How are you? This is Els, coming from Beam's Crafty Corner. Today we're going to be doing this one. Isn't that cute? Isn't it pretty? Here's the thing. It's got one gigantic pocket back here. Okay. Now, there is another pocket way back in here, but if you just put this in flat in a journal, that's going to get closed, okay? Now, it's got two pockets up front, right? Nope, it's got one big pocket. It just looks like two pockets. It's meant to look that way, okay? But it doesn't. And then, you know, we've got a couple of brads here. You can use them, you cannot use them. You could just put some gems on here, like some pearls, and it would look exactly the same, okay? So, this is an easy starter project. 6x6 paper pad on this one, single-sided nonetheless, right? So I'm gonna get everything out and I'll be right back and we'll walk through this one. It is so easy, and look at the look you get, right? I'll be right back. Supplies. This might be the shortest supply list in history for me. So scoring tools are not necessary for this. You can use them if you want, but they're not necessary. You may want to still use your bone folder. But these, you really don't need them. Adhesive, something to poke a hole. Depending upon what you're going to use, you might want to use your hole punch or an awl. Some ink if you want to ink, it's optional. Some circle punches if you want thumb tabs, again, optional. And 2 pieces of 6x6 cardstock. Now this is 6x8. And it's from a Bo Bunny pad, but I went ahead and cut it down to 6x6. And then you're going to want some eyelets, you know, some small brads if you want to use brads, or if you have them, you could use some taps. Okay, I'm going to use taps today. So I'm going to clear everything out of the way. I'm going to come back. I'm going to show you how to put this together. I'll be right back. All right, so our 6x6 pieces of paper. I'm going to do one with the scoring tools and one without. So all you're going to do is take your 6x6 and fold it in half. Okay, so that's that one. And then we'll take this one and we'll score it at 3 inches. Remember, hills and valleys, valleys into hills. That's it. Now, if you want that look that I did on this, all you're going to do is take the piece that you're going to use on the outside, and you're going to fold it just lightly the other way. Okay? You can do it all the way across if you want. I just do it to the line. Doesn't need to go any further than that. All right? And then I'm going to decide where I want the top pocket and the bottom pocket to be. And for me, since I'm using this lined paper, I'm going to use that line. To line it up. Okay? I'm going to close the back half and work on, you know, just worry about the front. So first things first, I need to put 4 taps in here. So I'm going to poke 4 holes. But I'm going to do the inside ones first. 1 and 2. Okay, that's it, just 2 holes. I'm going to ink. So go ahead and ink everything. Ink your edges. Ink that line you put in. Ink across this fold. Sides and top of the other piece. And if you're going to put in your thumb holes, put those in before you ink. And I like to use a bigger one at the top, just because, you know, it's a bigger pocket, and I want to give that impression. All right, so I'm going to go ink everything, and I'll be right back. All right, now, since I'm not using the back part of this as a pocket, If you want, for the top of this, to make it look a little more finished, you can take this and take off about 1/2 inch, whatever you need, to cover inside here. It's not going to affect the overall pocket, okay? So I got this. I'm going to add a little ink to the top edge. And I'm just going to glue this in right along the top here. Now this is not a required step, all right? This is just I want to dress it up a little bit. So now see, when I close that, that's what you get to see. All right? So, a little more ink just to make sure that it looks perfect. And now we're going to start putting this together. So I'm going to find my place in the front. And I'm just going to put a little mark back here so I know where I want this to be. Okay? Then I'm going to put in my tabs. Now these first two don't have any structural purpose, okay? I could add another piece of paper in here if I wanted to, just to thicken this up a little bit, but I'm not real worried about that. So I'm going to go ahead and tap these down and I'll be right back. All right, taps are in. So now I'm going to take this and this, and I'm going to put these together, okay? And I want glue to come up to that point. So it's kind of between two lines here. So gluing that. I'm not going to glue the bottom because I want this to go all the way down. Okay, so you can see it doesn't come all the way to the fold, but it fits right there. All right, so now for the next part, I'm going to put glue here from the top to the fold. I'm not gluing in the center because that's just, you know, a fake. All right, so now I'm going to put some clamps on this and let it dry, and then when I come back, I'm going to finish closing this up, okay? I'll be right back. All right, so we're going to glue this from the fold here in the side up all the way to the top. All right, so that in there needs to be closed. So we're going to close that up just like that. Okay, and then I want to put some more taps on here, right here. So I'm going to use my awl. Because this is a little thicker, I'm going to use my background. And I'm going to put a tap here and a tap over here. Okay? So again, 2 males and 2 females. Okay? Putting the males in to the holes. Turning it over, and I'm going to put the females on top. Now, if you have no purpose for this back pocket, you're going to use this as a pocket, I would close this with a little glue but that is entirely up to you. If you're going to put this, like, tuck it into something and be able to pull it out, you might want to leave this pocket open. But I'm going to be gluing mine down, okay? So, I have it on a setting mat, which is a little thicker than, a little stronger than a cutting board. Okay, there's my tabs, okay? So these two are fake, these two are actual real, and they're part of the structure. Again, if I want to put some here, I can. If I'm not gluing this down, I could put an eyelet and add a charm to this, so that when I put it in, I have a little charm dangling off. That's entirely up to me. I'm going to clear this, and I'll be right back. All right, so that's it. We have one giant pocket back here that's about 3 inches deep, and it is about 5.5 inches wide. Okay, so big pocket there. And again, this one, which is again 3 inches deep and about 5 to 5.5 inches wide. If I want to glue this up onto the book, I can glue it on 3 sides and put it in. If I leave this one open, I'm going to have another pocket that's about 4 inches deep, because it's going to be the full, yeah, it's 4 inches. 4 inches deep and about 5.5 inches wide. So lots of options here, okay? And again, I could put a little hole here if I wanted to and add a charm dangling off of this, or a bulb pin or something like that, just to add it up for a little more decoration. And I can put anything that I want on here. So that's it. That's my quick little project for today. If you have any questions, go ahead and send them to me, or put them in the comment section below, and I will review them and get back to you as soon as I can. If you're new, push the button here to subscribe. I would love to have you be part of our community. And check out my Facebook group. There's a link in the description box below. Until I see you again, stay well, my friends. Bye-bye.